So you have some inventory. It's been sitting for a while in your eBay store. You want to get that stuff sold, right? You want to get your money back because you got to go buy more inventory so you can go sell more stuff and make more money, right? Well, that's what I'm doing today. I'm sitting here. I'm going through my eBay listings that have been sitting for a while, and I'm repricing. I'm doing my thing, and I just thought to myself, it might be a good video topic. So today we're going to go through just like 7 little steps that I go through to reprice my inventory, get rid of stale inventory, and get some sales moving, free up some space, free up some money, that kind of thing. So first, let me just say this. eBay loves action, okay? eBay loves activity in your store or your account, whatever. So the more action that you put into your store, the more your items as a whole are going to be put into the algorithm. So the first tip that I would say is if you're not listing regularly, to definitely list regularly, but that's not the only type of action that there is in the store. You can do repricing, you can do best offers, send offers, you can do edit descriptions, all kinds of stuff like that. Anything that you're doing in your store is kind of action in your store, right? So if you want to sell your long tail items, it's good to always be doing something in your store, whether that's just repricing or whatever, just doing something in your store. So if you're like me and you only list in batches, like I might list one day of the week, right? And if I list 50 items or 100 items or whatever, I space those items out via schedule throughout the rest of the week. So my eBay store is always getting a little bit more inventory every single day. And that kind of pushes the algorithm to see something new and fresh in my store every single day. Buyers like it, eBay likes it, and that will help you sell longer tail items. The second tip is to improve your listings. Go back through your older listings, the listings that are still sitting from like a year ago, and improve those listings. Your listing quality really does matter with eBay, and as kind of things change in their algorithm and they introduce new things or new recommended items become required item specifics or things like that, you really want to stay on top of that, because sometimes what can actually happen is your items that were listed under these item specifics that were recommended at the time, now they become required item specifics, and if you don't update those specifics, your item just gets suppressed and it gets hidden. So you want to go back through, you want to put as many of the item specifics, make sure you update your description. A little trick that I've kind of seen work quite a few times is to take a look at the photo, your main photo, and if it's not the best photo, swap out your photos. You don't have to reshoot the photos, although reshooting the photos is an option too, if your photos are really bad. But take a different photo and make that the main photo for your listing, and sometimes that can just get a different set of eyes on it, and then they click into your listing and then they buy your item. Make sure that everything is on best offer if it's been sitting for a long time, and make sure you fill in all of the item specifics that you possibly can on the item, so that while people are searching through the item specifics, they might come across your item a little bit better. The third thing that I would say, and that's what I'm kind of doing today, what kind of made me think about this, is to reprice and review your inventory on a regular schedule. So whether that's monthly or quarterly, I try to do it monthly, but realistically I'm actually probably doing it more like quarterly. And I go through, I reprice my items, I make sure that the items are within the market range of what the items are. Sometimes the market range might fall, right? Sometimes it might actually rise. So note that I didn't say lower your price always, because that's not always the best move. Sometimes you actually want to raise your price. I've actually sold some items where I just raised my price like 15% and suddenly boom, it's gone. And I don't know why that happens, because, secrets on eBay and whatnot, but it does. So if you jar it a little bit, if you just make some adjustments to the listing in your pricing, sometimes that's enough to just get something to move. Now, more and more people are using repricers for eBay, or I guess dynamic pricers, or whatever you want to call them, for eBay, similar to what they use on Amazon FBA. There are a few of them out there that you can look at. Most of them are paid subscription type models. Street Pricer is one that eBay actually did a beta test on last year to let them kind of figure out what was going on with the system and get their algorithms in line with each other. So Street Pricer is one that I know works with eBay. I don't use one myself, although I have been looking into them for automation. So maybe consider looking into a repricer of some sort if you don't want to actually take the time and go back through, or if you have a catalog that's 3,000 items, it's not really going to be too terribly efficient for you to go through and reprice every single one of your items. If none of that stuff works, I move on to step 4, which is trying a different marketplace. I don't like to sell on anything other than eBay because I like it. I've got it streamlined with eBay, but every now and again I come across an item that I think will sell on eBay that just plain won't sell on eBay. And so I have to move to a different marketplace. Now, whether that's OfferUp or Mercari or Craigslist, which I really don't like, or Facebook Marketplace, sometimes you can actually move an item on another marketplace quicker than you can move it on eBay. Now, one thing I will say is if you're going to sell something on a different marketplace, I like to just use the same description, same pictures, everything. I don't want to repeat my work. But make sure that if you sell it on another marketplace to remove it from your eBay inventory, because the last thing that you want is for somebody to buy it on eBay later and then suddenly you don't have the item because you accidentally sold it on Facebook Marketplace 3 months ago. So make sure you do that if you're going to sell it on another marketplace. The fifth thing that I do is I bundle or I create lots. An example of that is I used to have a bunch of Disney pins, like little Disney trading pins, and I listed them separately because I thought that I could get more money for them that way. But it turned into a very, very, very long tail item. It was like 18 months to the point where eBay was actually sending me alerts like, hey, do something with this because it hasn't had any action for like a year and a half. And so what I did is I actually pulled all of those items and I bundled them in because they were similar. I bundled them into one lot of Disney pins and then I sold them as a lot. And that kind of consolidated everything, made it quick and easy, freed up some space, and got everything out of my hair relatively quickly while still making me some money. An alternative to that is to lot it up and sell it as a wholesale lot to like local sellers who might sell on different marketplaces, right? You might have some flea market sellers in your area or sellers that do garage sales. I know a couple sellers in my area, that's all they do is they just buy things and they sell it on garage sales and that's their business. And so I have a couple people that I can sell bulk items to that I either don't want to sell or items that have been sitting for a long time, and I'll sell it to them for like next to nothing basically so they can sell it on their garage sale. Finally, the last option and my least favorite option is like a flash sale, right? And that's when you either do an auction, start something at like 99 cents and do an auction, let the marketplace just tell you what they're willing to pay for it. Sometimes they're not even willing to pay for it if it's been sitting that long. Do your own yard sale, your own garage sale, your own flea market, that kind of thing, and just blow the item out. Again, don't forget to remove the item from your eBay marketplace if you're going to sell it on a garage sale. Don't ask me how I know this. And finally, the last thing that I do is I donate and take the tax write-off. Because, I mean, it's very, very rare that the donation is worth more to me than an auction. But sometimes it's actually worth more to donate the item and just take the tax deduction in my business and have the freed up space and peace of mind to know that it's just gone than it is to have to deal with a yard sale or anything like that. Okay, so that's 7 ways that I try and like get rid of stale inventory. Hopefully it was valuable to you. If it was, please like, favorite, comment, subscribe, do those YouTube things. If you would, leave me a comment, let me know what you do to get rid of your stale inventory, and I appreciate you watching. So thank you for that, and I will see you in the next video.